Charles Purcell presents.
You once thought that you had all the answers. Well, you did. It's time you knew the truth. When you were young, when you were a punk, you thought everything was ridiculous. You thought all adults were morons. You thought you knew everything. And then, over time, you were convinced that you had much to learn from your elders, that they were the wise ones, that your youth was filled with naivete. But if you continue in your evolution of thought, you will discover that, yes, indeed, you were right all along. Wisdom belongs to youth. The elders become the idiots, and only a select few can recapture the wisdom of their youth. If you are young, take comfort. You are right. We are all idiots. Ba-da-dee-dee-dum, ba-da-bee-dee-da-da-dee, do-dee-dee-dee-dum, ba-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum, ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum font tous les bas sont debout, 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 ding, dong, 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 diddy bong, dong, 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 diddy bong, dong, dong, diddy bong, bong, diddy bong, wine. Quand on pense un bâton, rappelait d'osso de bon, que des deux. Bleu, c'est bleu, c'est bleu, 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 bleu. A federal appeals court today has overturned a stay ordered by a lower court prohibition of a law that would require employers to allow workers to deny mediation results that reverse existing contracts that do not recognize state-mandated arbitration. Litigants are bringing the case to the Supreme Court if and when they can determine amongst themselves which side each side is on. Negotiations stalled last month, but then resumed last week under a sealed order that ordered court-ordered orders ordering motions to be filed within 6 weeks of the prior order in order to comply with the orders prescribed by the standing orders ordered by the federally established orders.
Are you ready to order?
Yes, I'll have the calamari.
With soup or salad?
Yes, I would like to not have the soup, but rather I will not have the salad.
Dressing?
I would decline to have the blue cheese on the salad, but I will not refuse to accept having the blue cheese not on the side. That's on the side of the salad with no dressing, but which actually has dressing. That is, it does not have blue cheese, but in fact has blue cheese, chosen over a long list of other possible options which were offered implicitly but declined thus far and considered heretofore as unrequested options that remain open until fulfillment of said order, which will consist of blue cheese dressing.
On the side?
Correct. So ordered. Back to you, Ted and Mary. Thanks, Chet, for that report, and enjoy your calamari and salad. You bet I will. Thanks, Mary and Ted. Well, Mary's not here anymore. She quit to have a baby. Quit to have a baby? What is this, the 1950s?
No, Chet, it's not the 1950s.
Well, it's not the 1950s.
Hey, cats and kittens, put on your saddle shoes and run it home through that ducktail, because it's time to rock around the clock with your daddy-o on the radio. Your friend till the end, yours truly, Hanover, Rudy, Tootie, pass the foodie, open the hoodie and shake your patootie Finkelstein. Your afternoon man here on the big 98 AM KNOW, where you're always in the know, because we're blasting 100,000 watts of love clear across the valley, Sally, with stacks of wax that hit the maximum levels on your dance floor meter. There's nothing sweeter than my babies. Let me take you to that sunset and then set you loose to rock the night away. Oh my, oh my, oh my,
Oh my! Oh my! Oh my!
What is it?
What are you doing?
I'm making fritters.
But the oil, it's boiling hot.
Well, yeah, how else are you going to make fritters?
But you're putting them in with your hands.
So?
Don't you see how close your fingers are getting to the boiling oil? How are you not burning your fingers? Are you mad?
Hey, I know what I'm doing.
You obviously don't, because you can't even see how close you are to burning yourself.
What do you care?
I care because I can't stand stupid. Stupid makes me crazy. I can't stand it. I can't help it.
Well, this is the way I do it.
And you just don't care that it's making me crazy?
Hey, that's up to you. Don't let it make you crazy.
But it does. And if you loved me, you'd use tongs.
Use my tongue? That's worse than my hands.
You know very well I said tongs. Now you're just being mean. You did it again. Stop doing that. Stop it. Seriously. Why are you so mean to me? Why do you have to be such an a-hole? You are such an a-hole.
Hey, kids, do you know who the real a-holes are? The real douchebags? The real jagoffs, scumbags, and jerks?
No, who?
People who stack rocks on the beach. Don't stack rocks on the beach. Nobody needs to see that. Leave the rocks alone.
Mama, it's a disaster, going faster and faster, and all of my heroes turning out to be bastards. Ain't no peace to be found in this company town, 'cause the house will keep winning till we burn the house down. So all my friends in the streets tonight, we go singing. All my friends who are down and out, we gon' fight. All our friends in the upper above, with all our rage and all our love, adding fuel to the fire down in the streets tonight, where they call it a riot, 'cause we ain't keeping quiet. But if you've been listening, we know you don't buy it. And they say we've been stealing, but who's the real villain when we can't even make a living and out there making a killing? So all my friends in the streets we go singing. All my friends who are down and out, we gonna fight. All our friends in the upper club, all our rage and all our love, adding fuel to the fire. Down in the streets tonight, down in the streets tonight, down in the streets tonight.
All right then. So, how's it going? It's your old pal Chucky Bucky. Haven't talked to you in, I guess, holy gosh, like a month of Sundays, right? My mother used to use that expression, a month of Sundays. You ever hear that one? That you got to be a certain age, I think, because I'm kind of getting older now, and my mom was older, and so it goes way back. So maybe for you, like even like a great grandmother or something, because I was, like I said, I'm kind of old now, and she was pretty old when she had me. So anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, you know what? I got to ask you a question because I'm really curious what you guys think about this. Are you just grossed out all the time now? Anytime I spend with a screen in front of me, and you got to admit, we all do that. I get out and do things, and I get my exercise and take my walks and things like that. But okay, so that's the world we live in. We all have to spend time on screens, and lately, oh my gosh, well, not even lately, it's been going on for quite a while now, but it seems to be getting worse and worse and worse, is that things are so gross. Oh my gosh. You click on a story, you're trying to read a news story or something, from, your social media. And anyway, so, oh my goodness, then it's just filled with these pop-up ads or pictures of the grossest kind of people who are just, they're falling apart, or they're just oozing pus from their, wherever, or they're badly injured, or, it's just so, like, on purpose, they're being so disgusting, the people running these ads. And I flip by them as quick as I can. I get shocked. Like, oh, I shudder. I don't even know what the ad is for. Because I flip by it so fast. So I don't know if they think this is good advertising. Apparently they do, because it's just everywhere and everywhere. Do you stop and look at the freakish, gross, mangled bodies and the terrible, like, blemishes that are open and wounds that are just seeping, and oh my goodness, and even the stuff that shouldn't even be that gross, Even the stuff you'd think would be mild is really starting to get to me. Like, oh, that lady. If you watch any TV at all, I know young people don't watch the television much, but older folks do. Have you seen the lady who's talking about like under boobs and butt cracks, and she's got this new kind of, I guess, deodorant. And she's just got the America convinced that we stink everywhere now. It used to be, oh, okay, well, your armpits, sure. We've decided a long time ago that maybe needs a little treatment, right? A little preemptive strike there to put some deodorant on the underarm, because that'll get stinky. But now she's got like this whole line of like 25 different
products in her line, and each one is like, one is for the butt crack and one is for an under boob and one is for this and that. It's like between your toes and whatever. And she just says that, well, we stink everywhere. And I didn't know. Did you know that we stink everywhere? Holy gosh. All my life I've been living, all I do is, I take my shower in the morning and I try to be a clean person, right? And I do my laundry on a regular basis, and I wash my hands and I brush my teeth, wash my face. And at the end of the day, sometimes I'll take a second shower depending on how my day went, or I'll certainly at least like wash my face and neck. I'm a clean person. But now, oh my goodness, she's got everybody convinced that we need to buy her products. And of course, that's what it's all about always. Like Charles Purcell always talks about, it's just money, money, money. That's all anything's all ever about. Just convinces all that we stink now. So, like I say, that's not like as gross as the really, really badly injured people who, bones sticking through their skin, and for some reason they feel they got to show that on the social media. That's so the underboob lady, she's not as gross as that, but still, I don't need to hear about your smelly underboob. I mean, gosh almighty, that's not, who is it? Who does that appeal to? And is it, I always thought advertising was, well, I guess there are lots of ways to influence people. You can make them feel good about themselves, or you can make them feel bad about yourselves. And I guess over the years, they've discovered that making you feel bad and inadequate is the best way to get that last nickel out of your pocket, right? They figured that out all right. So I've just had it, like Charles Purcell always says, we got to get rid of money and profit because it's just making us all terrible. And there are lots of different ways it makes us terrible. But today, my concern is, and maybe it sounds trivial to you, but I just can't look at all this gross stuff anymore. I've never been one, even like with the gross out humor. Remember way back in the day, like SNL had there was the French chef. I forgot what her name was, but Dan Aykroyd played the chef on TV, and then he cut his finger, and then they had like the fake blood shooting everywhere, and that was so funny, right? And then also on SNL and other places, they'd have like the fake vomit. They'd hold their hand up to their mouth like they're trying to stop it, and then the fake vomit would shoot out of their wrists like Spider-Man's web. That's the trick they used, and you could usually tell how they did it. But the point being, gross out humor, never a fan. Nope, I was never ever once a fan of gross out humor. I don't know, it's just the way I'm built, the way God made me, the way my brain operates. I turn away. It's like, I don't need to see that. Some people really like the gross out humor. I don't get it myself. And now these days with the gross out advertising online, oh my goodness, I've had it really. Have you had it? What do you think about this? I don't know. Gosh almighty. Anyway, I love you, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Of course, I said that last time, and now it's been quite a while, so it wasn't so soon. I'll try not to make it so long between talks this next time, okay? All right, there you go. I'm your pal Chucky Bucky. I'll talk to you. All right, take care now.
Every day, I'm more averse to pop-up ads. They're getting worse. Graphic pictures of bodies broken, better left unseen, unspoken. Warts, boils, corns and skin tags, smelly underboobs and eye bags, goiters, bunions, patchy bald spots, hairy ears and nasal blood clots, knobby knees and nostril flares, bulging eyeballs, ingrown hairs, acne, blackheads, pockmarked faces, ugly crooked mouth needs braces, hemorrhoids and inflammation, poop-stained butt cracks, flatulation, farty farts, and tooty tooters, flaccid penis, saggy hooters. Lesions, wounds, cuts, and abrasions, fissures, scratches, lacerations, blemished skin that's dry and rough, too much hair or not enough, ingrown nails and droopy jowls, missing choppers, active bowels, runny noses, peeling skin, halitosis, double chin, swollen gums are red and bleeding, pulsing pimples, hair receding, dry and itchy eyes that cry, and the heartbreak of psoriasis will leave you red and rashy, flaky, cracking, dry and ashy, underarm that flops and flabs, chapped lips, seeping wounds and scabs, cold sores, earwax, skin that's crepey, big fat bottoms out of shapey, hangnails and infected cuticles, nausea caused by pharmaceuticals, burning urine, gonorrhea, upset stomach, diarrhea, yellow teeth and toenail fungus, slimy mucus lives among us. I'm sick of all this snot and pus. It's just so gross. What's wrong with us? Is there no limit to our greed? Just stop cramming all this in my feed.
Why is it that you never thought about that?
Just never occurred to me.
Well, maybe you should try to concentrate a little more.
I don't think concentration is the issue. I think the issue is freedom.
Freedom? The hell are you talking now? Come on now. Don't get on about this again.
What do you mean get on about this again? You act like whenever we get together, like you just pick up as though we've already been together. Like the conversation already started in your head before I even got here.
Well, I suppose that can happen. I mean, like this morning, I was brushing my teeth. And
Now there you go again. See, you're gonna change the subject.
well, I'm not changing the subject. If you let me get to the point.
With the point, but you never do get to the point. Is the point?
Well, okay. So that's a point. I just made a point.
Well, now you're doing what are you, Nilsson Schmilson all of a sudden?
Oh, okay. So, fine. Okay, go back to your little pop culture music references to avoid the issue.
I don't even know what the issue is. You stand there, in your pajamas. Why didn't you even get dressed? You knew I was coming over.
These aren't pajamas. They're sweats.
They look like pajamas to me. I mean, pajamas, sweats, they're the same thing.
They're not the same thing. Who says they're the same thing?
You're not even talking the same as when I first came in. You're so
What am I?
You're so, I can't think of the word. Pretentious?
Pretentious?
No, that's not the word. Affected, that's it.
I'm affected. I'm affected. I'm affected.
Yes, you're affected. Because I don't even know what accent you're speaking with anymore. I can't even tell.
Well, I can't tell what accent you're speaking in either. People just talk. They have accents. Everybody has.
Well, everybody doesn't have.
Well, of course they do. It's just that they're relative to other accents. It's like accent is something that relies on a comparison.
Okay, I mean, I guess I see that, but my point remains the same. Yours seems to be shifting.
Well, okay, fine. Who cares?
Well, again, in other words, it sounds like you're putting it on.
I'm not putting anything on. I'm just speaking.
Yeah, but your accent changes.
But again, like I said, the accent is only relative to the person who's hearing the accent. So this is more about you than about me.
Well, now see, there you go again. Are you from Brooklyn or are you from Texas?
Well, you're doing the same thing.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
Well, if I am, it's because you're affecting me.
Oh, my affectation is affecting you.
Effect. You know, I never could get those two straight. I never know when to use AFFECT or when to use EFFECT. And then you toss in affectation.
Yeah, this is pretty confusing, isn't it?
I gave up on that one.
You know what word I can never spell is, and it sounds ridiculous, but it's extreme.
Extreme? The word extreme?
Yeah,
EXTREME?
yeah.
Well, how else could you spell it?
For some reason, I always want to make it two E's.
Well, there are two E's.
No, the two E's next to each other.
EXTREEM?
Yeah.
Well, that's just stupid.
No. It's not stupid. I think there's a word for it.
I don't know. Yeah, there's a word for everything in, psychology there.
Yeah, when you got a simple word and you got a block, you get a mind block on it. Yeah.
All right. So,
Okay.
all right.
Well, talk to you later.
All right. See ya.
The song Down in the Streets by Carsey Blanton. This episode of Charles Purcell Presents is available right now wherever you find your podcasts, or go to the website charlespurcell.com for the full archive and all the other series in the podcast family. Follow me on Facebook, write to me at charlespurcell@gmail. Thanks to our flagship terrestrial station, River West Radio, riverwestradio.com. Theme music composed and performed by Peter Donalds. From the New Arts and Media Studios in Milwaukee, I'm Charles Purcell.
Didn't they just add 2 lanes to this highway?
Yeah, so why is traffic worse than ever?
It's because they expanded the highway.
Who's that?
It's the guy in the car next to us.
More roads means more cars and more greenhouse gases.
So what? Stop building roads?
And cars.
Even electric cars?
When you factor in production, EVs don't reduce emissions for 10 years, and by then, you need a new battery.
But how will we get around?
Public transportation, of course.
All right, public transportation.
F cars. Save the planet. Build public transportation for everybody. #abolish cars.